earrings for her. Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, February 8th. Are you joining us?
Here I come.
That's like the best response I've had. Normally she's like, no. What is that?
Okay, I don't want to
know where
make
Violet
you
got it from.
my angelic voice. When I drink my coffee made by my barista, it makes me want to sing. Ooh, ooh, it's so good.
That was good this morning, wasn't it?
Oh my God, it is so good. I'm not, so I didn't grow up, I grew up like coffee, like I would sneak a little bit when I went to church. You know, they had those big coffee things and you'd get coffee and put like a little bit of sugar in it. I never drank coffee at home with my parents, ever.
The coffee?
Kopi. They call it kopi. My parents had like one of those, I was talking with Michelle about it, like the like a
Percolator?
Mr. Coffee, like coffee maker. And didn't my parents use, I didn't really pay attention, but I think they used like instant coffee too. They
almost always drank instant coffee. I never saw them actually make a pot of coffee.
They made pots of coffee.
Not in front of me.
Did they offer you coffee? Instant coffee?
It was always instant.
Really?
Coffee. Yeah.
What do you just mix it?
It's just dehydrated coffee. It's just freeze dried.
So maybe that's why I didn't ever want coffee.
It wasn't very good.
But I didn't drink it growing up or like in college or anything. If I wanted a little caffeine kick, I'd have like a Coke. But even that, I didn't really drink caffeine at all. So in my 50s...
It started with cold brew.
Yes. You would make me a cold brew in the summer?
Like I'm a cold brew guy in the summer.
No, I'm drinking fancy coffee.
And I don't know why. Why did you like cold brew? Cold brew is just smooth. It's like nice.
You would use the press.
Yeah.
And
do you want me to clean your glasses?
Do I need it?
Yes, very much so.
So yeah, and then Patrick even made me a coffee last week. I think, did it have a heart in it?
I made it. It had a smile.
Oh, it had a smile in it. Yeah, it had like a little smile in it, and he pointed it out. He said, "Look, there's a little smile."
I made you one with a smile.
Was that on purpose?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched this whole video.
She's into chocolate hazelnut cappuccinos these days.
I didn't even know I liked cappuccino. You know what was one of the most stressful things for me? Going to a Starbucks and ordering myself. Because I didn't know what to order.
Well, and then you're like, could I have a venti latte, mochaccino, frappa?
I don't do that.
I'm like always standing behind somebody who makes an order like that. And I'm like, what the hell did they just order? And then Jeannie's order... Jeannie was like, I want for them to make exactly what you've been making me.
Yeah.
So I go up and I'm like, okay, I need this with a half. I want 16 ounces of coffee. Oh, I was going to put them on. I want 16 ounces of coffee with a half squirt of hazelnut.
Yeah.
And I always feel like such a jerk ordering like that, but I think they're used to it because, like I said, I'm always behind the person that's like, I want the frappa mochaccino pumpkin spice latte, like, and I'm like, what is that?
Because I don't want to be high maintenance and I don't like bothering people, so I don't want to make it too like complicated. And I was like, oh, is that asking too much? And they're like, that's nothing.
That's the easiest order we had. That's literally what they said to us. We were staying at a hotel in Vegas.
Krista, I read something last night before I went to bed about drinking tea, and it talked about, did you see that article? The forever plastics. Is that what they're called?
The forever chemicals.
the Forever Chemicals, and it talked about tea
The
drinkers.
tea bags.
Yeah, and the tea bags, and I was like, because I drink a lot of tea. So maybe Krista, we have to drink
The
loose tea.
PFCEs.
Yeah, and they said they don't know why, but it was like people that they did the study, and it was processed meats, which we
we
Patrick
cut that
and I-
out. I've never been much of a processed meat guy.
Oh my God, I love it. I love everything bad. I love it. Salami. I love salami. Don't say it.
Yeah, she does.
So, but they said processed meat and tea. Those two things. I was like, tea of all things.
I
know.
would imagine, having seen like Southeast Asia and where a lot of tea is made, and having seen all the plastic that sits in their water system,
Yeah, but you're not taking the. Oh, you mean that it's
like it's
grown?
actually in the tea leaves. I would imagine, because like how much tea comes from India, how much tea comes from Indonesia. It's like a lot of it.
I
And
love tea.
remember when we stayed in that place next to the tea plantation, and like every little like irrigation channel was just filled with plastic?
Oh, Marlene has no heat. Oh. You know what I have, Marlene? This could keep you warm. Look at this beautiful quilt that I got.
You want a hand?
Yeah. Isn't this amazing? This was sent by the Sacramento ladies, and it's really sweet. And it's just happy.
It's beautiful too.
It's happy, and the colors, and it was embroidered with some beautiful messages. And last night I got cold, and I put it on my lap. So small, medium, and large. Yeah, that's hard
what's
for
funny
me too.
is those words are the ounces.
Venti. I
Venti
know that's
is 20.
20. I know that's
So
20.
that's a 20-ounce coffee.
Well, what are the other ones?
So I can't remember where I heard that, but I was like complaining about it. I was like, that's so stupid. Why is it a venti and not a medium? And they're like, venti's 20. And then they were like, so,
See, I'm not the only one. Karen gets stressed about ordering too, so she just copies someone and because I ordered something.
I wonder if you went up and just made stuff up, what you would get.
Did you see that reel where they're like, I want a pink latte, and they make this thing up and they have their dad order, and he just repeats it. It's total gibberish nonsense.
Did they make him something?
I don't even know, but it was really, really funny because they make this whole long thing up, and then the dad just repeats it back, and it's so funny.
So I am a black coffee shot of espresso guy, but the ladies in my life
Because of
love
Patrick.
cappuccinos. And so
I didn't even know I loved one.
I drink cappuccinos in the morning. We bought that coffee maker.
I can't even tell you what a cappuccino is.
Remember when we bought the coffee maker and you were like, no, we can't keep it. It was like a 30-day trial. And
Yeah.
then like 2 weeks into the trial, Jeannie's like, I think we need to keep it.
Because we spent a lot of money on it. And Patrick's like, it does this and it does this. And so.
The coffee it makes is pretty amazing.
And I was like, we can't spend that kind of money on let's just drink. Because my inner cheapie was like, we can't spend money
It was
on
my
that.
inner cheapie. I was like, that keeps us from going out and getting a chocolate hazelnut cappuccino.
Patrick's are so much better. They're so much better. Jeannie wants to know, can she purchase
Yes,
the sketch
you can
from
order
you?
the sketch. So let's talk about that really quickly. We sold out of our sketches. We ordered 7 more. Those, I actually tried to track them this morning, and the brother system is kind of funny because
It's just.
it can be like 2 days after they've been shipped that I actually get shipping notification. Like I didn't get I got shipping notification on the Persona that arrived yesterday.
Okay.
So I was like, there was a Persona that I had ordered back in December that I was like, that hasn't shipped yet. Yesterday morning, I got shipping notification. It actually arrived in the afternoon. So I don't know when the other sketches that I ordered are to arrive, but absolutely, you can buy the sketch from us. It may be a day or two before they ship. So somebody just actually sent me an email, and I tried to track it this morning.
Michelle she was telling me, I'm not going to reveal it because I'm going to let Michelle reveal it. But she was talking about a project she did in the 4x4 hoop. And when you see it, you're going to be like, no way. She did that. And we're going to be like.
And it's going to be a class, right? Like, is she doing a.
I don't know. We talked about it. And you're going to go, no way. And we're going to be like, yes way. And
is that called a depth charge? What?
What's a depth charge?
A shot of black coffee and a shot of espresso, maybe? I actually really enjoy just a cup of hot black coffee in the winter. And then I drink a shot of espresso after I get out of the shower and we're headed to work.
Krista, you better get that Leprechaun jar topper because I told myself, I was like, never again. I'm not making those. I'm closing them out. And then I made 24 more.
Oh my God. See,
because
that's where Jeannie and I are different.
I watched this. I just turned on, I did it on, was it Sunday morning? Patrick was gone. I gave the dogs chews, like giving them an iPad. And then I just watched that. It was a Nicole Kidman movie. I just watched that movie. It was, what was it called? Expat or something. And I just cut the kits. And I was just in a mode. I was just slapping them together. I was going, never again, unless they want more. So, yeah. So I have them. But it might be a never again situation. Once they're gone, they're gone.
So,
Bam!
Bam! That's like, once again, that's the difference between Jeannie and me. I would have been like, I'm not making any more of them. And people would be like, I want some. And I'd be like, too bad. I'm not making any more of them. I can give you what you need to make them and you can make them yourself. Yeah. Let's see. I need to order. Hey, Marilyn, I need to call you because I think you're going to see Pat tomorrow. I talked to him today and he was driving and he's driving to you. So you may even hear from him today.
Oh, Dutch Bros is so scary. There's so much to order there.
I'm so glad they're becoming more available. Dutch Bros is like ordering a milkshake.
Yeah.
That's like literally like when I'm hungry for Dutch Bros, I'm like, I want a chocolate milkshake, but it's 9:30 in the morning and I can't get that yet. Let's go get Dutch Bros.
Yeah, because every once in a while, Patrick will be like, Dutch Bros for the store.
It's never that. I hear the guys talking about Dutch Bros, and I'm like, let's buy Dutch Bros for the store. I don't think I've ever had a rude server at, I don't think I've ever...
I haven't had a rude server either, but I'm sure they exist, right? Because that's just the luck of the draw.
A couple I have go Disco Ball, have the Disco Ball service.
Did you see Stephanie?
No. So I actually, with a number to call them back. So Stephanie, I don't know about that. When you called them back, did you call back the 1-800 UPS number? What I would do in that circumstance, and if you want to talk to me about this, that's fine. They may call you just to confirm that you never received it. But generally, once the claim is started, like because I'm the shipper and I started the claim, they're just going to talk to me about it. But there may be some possibility that they would call you. I would just make sure that the number you're calling back is the actual UPS number. And so if you look that up, Google UPS 1-800 customer service number. Once you get a representative on the phone, let them know that you needed to return the call and get back to it that way. I'd be a little nervous about just randomly calling somebody. That design is adorable. Leprechaun is adorable. Bought the kit from you. that
Okay.
Need the
Yeah.
design.
So this, if you're not sure what they're talking about, this is it. And I said to Lori, I was like, well, I don't even know what to put in there. What would you put in the jar? And she's like, gold coins. Like, and I should have known that, right? So the next day she went and got some. So if you're making these for somebody, and you could throw some gold coins in there, and look at his little legs. I think I did a pretty good job with those. And these are the kits. So if you haven't gotten a kit, you better get it, because be made again. And like, I still didn't do the tag. I just haven't had time. But there's your kit comes with the very front part is all the stuff for the jar topper, and the very back, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the white leather, and the stabilizer and everything is in there. And that's the stuff to make the little tag. And I did give you the little gold string to tie around and hang the tag from. It was really like a beautiful kit. I like to look at.
It was no fun to kit.
No, because there was so much stuff that we had to, so many different little pieces that we had to cut for this. So it was a lot. It was a lot of work.
So you're like, oh, do they hate us?
Who?
Kimberbell.
I did.
So
Do they hate
Jeannie,
us?
that's
You
actually,
don't want to do it yourself.
That's
Do you
actually
wanna-
a good question. So, and it's been a while since I've talked about what we call our concierge service purchases. So there are certain machines that can be purchased online. There are certain machines that cannot. And for those machines, if you want to do business at the store, we offer what I call the concierge service. And so with the concierge service, essentially the quote I give you on the machine includes an overnight stay and a plane ticket. I've had a handful of people go, well, I don't need the plane. Like, we're going to drive up to Reno. Or we're just going to plan a trip to Tahoe or something like that. And so I can remove, and the reality is you're basically paying for your travel one way or the other. Sometimes I can leverage points and stuff like that, so it's like cheaper to do it through us. But the reality is we do offer that concierge service. Generally, what we want to do is it's a day, and what it really comes down to is we don't have the time in the store to do like multiple days. Because literally on the Luminaire, you get a 2.5 hour sewing lesson. You get
No, it's more like 3 hour sewing, 3 hour embroidery.
3 hour sewing, 3 hour embroidery.
IQ designer.
4 hours IQ, 4 hours
You get the
upgrade, 4 hours accessories. It's a lot of classes. And so I can't take somebody out of the mix for the like 17 or 18 man hours to do that. So our goal,
You'll come in and spend half a day on
our
the
goal is to spend a half a day on the machine so that you are really well prepared for those classes, because we do the classes via Zoom. Some people are resistant to Zoom.
Not these days. It's really rare.
99.9% of our customers, once they got used to Zoom, prefer Zoom. And the reality is it's like with like machines. So if you've done classes at other stores, what often happens is you've got all their brands or all their machines, and they do their class in a big group setting. And so it's funny because what we hear from the people that take our classes from other stores is they're like, yeah, I had a Luminaire, but I was sitting in a class and my instructor didn't even really know how to use it. Or I've got a Solaris, my instructor didn't really know how to use it. So you're only with people on like machines for everything but the accessories class. And you're in the comfort of your own home.
And you
then
get
you
the
have
recording.
the ability to go back and rewatch the recording. So to answer your question, Absolutely. We're set up to do that, Jeannie. And then
Call us
generally,
and let us know when you're coming.
yeah, generally, we need to plan for that. So we make sure that we have somebody dedicated for that with you. And then when you buy the machine, like if you buy the machine, whatever machines you buy, if there are classes included, and we'll talk about that too, you will like actually actively work with you to get those lessons totally scheduled. Let's talk about lessons on the Skitch for a second. We are not offering included lessons on the Skitch. We'll be doing more stuff on the Skitch. So there'll be more videos on the Skitch as we get into it. The item that Michelle shared with Jeannie this morning, and this is just me, third party, listening to it in the background. That was literally like Jeannie's like, that could be a Michelle class. So we have some classes that Michelle does as a contractor for us. And I think the Skitch class is likely to be that way. The other class that I would recommend, which is a paid class, is Artspira. So just to be completely frank, when we sell the Skitch, we really don't make any money. Like the Skitch is like, there is next to no margin built into the Skitch. Given that Brother ships the Skitch for free, we ship the Skitch for free. And so by the time we send you the Skitch, I would be losing money on the Skitch, devoting man hours to teaching the people on the Skitch. So we will be offering paid classes on the Skitch, and I think Michelle's going to be doing those as a contractor. Because, I mean, literally, there is so low margin. I'm like, Michelle, I can't pay you to devote the time to create the class. And she's like, I'll just do it as a contractor. So regarding the Skitch, this is directed at Jeannie, but for those of you who bought the Skitch, you will see more content. There's a lot of content out there. But the class that I would recommend that you take is the Artspira class, because the Artspira class is literally teaching you how to use the app that drives the Skitch. And when Michelle and I were talking about it, I'm like, it is a button. Like you're using Artspira, hitting a button to transfer it to the Skitch, and then that's it. So
and it's like you don't have a screen on the Skitch, but your device is your screen. And I always tell people it's it's like getting a new car. Like getting a new car, and you have to learn where your buttons are and how to turn on your AC and where the radio is. And in the beginning, it's a little bit scary. But after like a month, you're hitting all the buttons, eating a Big Mac, steering with your knee. You know how it is. So, and that's how it is. So it's a little
Everybody's
scary.
like, watch out if you see Jeannie coming down the highway, eating her Big Mac, grease on the white shirt she's wearing that she's going to yell at me about later.
I eat the fries, but not the Big Mac. I wait to get home for that. But I do. I love McDonald's.
And Jeannie, that's going to be perfect. So let's just talk scheduling really fast. So we are going to be Jeannie's got a appointment this afternoon.
What time is it?
It's just before 10.
I gotta.
So we're going to be out of the office for roughly an hour this morning at a doctor's appointment. She has her surgery next week. There'll be a week or two where she's really not in the store. I'm sure she will be directing like a mad woman from home, like on the phone with us, being like, do this, do that. But they say I roid rage. You
when
were
I'm out of the
raging
store.
At me the other day.
He needed it.
No, I didn't.
You know what this boy does? He talks to his boyfriends all day.
I shipped like 10 packages while I was talking to Robbie about something.
He is working, but he is on the phone with his boyfriends all day.
All
day. You came in and you said something. I thought you were talking to me, and then I realized he's talking to his boyfriend first thing in the morning. He can't stop.
I have an active group of friends.
He cannot stop.
And then we are gone the first week of March. So we will be literally out of pocket for like it's like 8 or 10 days, and I'm like
I wanna-
literally getting
I
her
wanna
out of
answer
town
that.
so she doesn't work. This would actually be kind of fun. When is the Happy Days so long?
Michelle, I saw that, and then I went on here to text Karen, and then I forgot. So hang on a second. She's coming in next Tuesday, so I'll see if she can come in early enough so that you can meet her.
So
And then somebody else Lynn. So Michelle and I actually okay, Michelle did her part. I haven't done my part.
It's all right.
But we talked about a class, and it's based on what was the book again? I can't even remember. Do you remember? So there's a great book, and Michelle did her part, and she cut the kits, and I still haven't done my part just because it's been so busy.
so it is applique
Yes,
sewing pattern changing.
taking a and there's an applique pattern and putting it into IQ Designer, and then having IQ Designer Design Center do it for you, and it is so cute. It's like a little wall hanging. I think it's called Making It Mini. If any of you have that book, so stay on me about that. Maybe that, you know what?
over
This
your
is
recovery.
I wish the Luminaire and the Solaris had like a because I need to sit down on the machine and have like a couple of hours, and it's hard for me to find that time.
like a demo program.
Yeah, I wish I had a demo program like Pro Stitcher. Like you can just load it onto your laptop
so
and play
I
with it.
literally so when I had that conversation with brother months ago, I was like make the new machine like slightly lighter, slightly smaller, leverage everything that's in the Solaris and Luminaire that do these like 3-foot long embroideries that are perfect, but give me a smaller, lighter machine with a removable tablet and a demo program.
Would that be amazing?
Like you're moving towards the cloud, and if you could remove that tablet and like walk into your kitchen, you could watch like where your stitches were. You could see if there
Without
was a problem.
having to use, like, an
without
app.
having to use the app. You could do all your designing in the kitchen over dinner, and then walk down to the machine, transfer the design, and hit start. I think that's where the industry is going. I'm not telling you. P.S. By the way, this is all in my head, and what I was telling brother, I think should be the future of sewing. But we'll see what actually happens.
So I think there's one more frame for the sketch, right?
There's a 3x3 frame for the sketch. I've only had one customer order that frame, and so I do have the frame, and I ordered frames. But I didn't order a ton of them. Like if everybody who'd ordered the sketch ordered the frames, I would have to order
And
more.
having a little frame like that, the advantage of that is like you could kind of slip it into small places. I think.
Literally, Michelle was like, "I want this." She was the only one who's actually bought it, and she's like, "I want it for patches."
Yeah.
Like so.
So and to finish that up, Lynn, we are taking my Luminaire on vacation. And I am going to finish that class. Because that way I can play with it. Because I need to sit down with IQ Designer and Design Center and really play with it and like plan it out. And, I like to be prepared.
Do you have startup classes on the Solaris that have been taped that we can access? We have the sewing and embroidery classes, like the classes that we listed earlier. If you purchased your machine here, they're free. If you did not purchase your machine here, for a nominal fee, we could sell you the video, but you're going to be watching other people in their classes, having classes online that can refer back.
I want to show them one thing, and then I got to go.
All the classes are recorded. Take care.
Patchability. Maybe I'll look at a patchability. We're going to start out with that Making It Mini first.
How do I clean my hoop? Like rubbing alcohol is the best thing.
And is there going to be a so long for Hello Sunshine? Yes. How much is the kit going to be? So, Suzanne was in the back yesterday from the time she walked
She was in for 7
until
hours
the time
yesterday.
she left. And all she was able to put together, because it's so, putting together those 60 kits, and I'll see if we're going to have more than that. But, laying out and just doing all of that, she got through the fat 16ths and some of the fat 8ths. So this is a labor intensive kit, just making all of those, it takes, I mean, cutting them. Oh, I mean, I had the girls cutting for like days and days. So, and once we have those kits, I am definitely going to do it as a sew along. And we'll probably, this was back in the day where there wasn't the quilting designs. And I was thinking about that. I think we're going to pre-quilt. And I'm just going to use the designs that I have already. Because I think it's just going to be easier putting it all together with having the blocks all pre-quilted. But a lot of the designs are simple. And I think we'll be able to get through quite a few of them at a time. So I'll either be recording them or we're going to be doing it as a sew along.
Jeannie, it looks exactly like the 4x4 frame with the sketch. It's just 3x3.
Lower the price on one.
I'm sure she's talking about the top of the line machine. Can you show us what it looks like, the frame for the sketch? I don't like, if you refer back to the sketch video, it literally looks exactly like the 4x4 magnetic frame. It's just 3x3. It's an inch shorter in both dimensions.
Mary Jo Hansen, send me an email and I'll check and see if you're on the list. These aren't even going to go on the website. I think every kit is spoken for, but I could put you on the wait list. Yes, I could put you on the wait list. We can find our own.
Let's see. We can find our own designs from our existing
okay.
designs.
Before I go, I want to show you one thing. Here's a little teaser. Michelle's going to be doing this as a class, and it's going to be Michelle's class. So she does some of her classes here at the store.
Earlier in the feed.
Not really.
That she does some classes as a contractor.
I understand that, but I'm going to explain it better than you did.
Don't worry, I'll translate.
So, and she usually does them like on a Monday. If you've been around with us, she did a whole series, because Michelle loves Disney, of these amazing curated Disney, like you can't buy this fabric. She did these special. What was that?
They're custom prints.
Custom
You can
prints.
do that now on the printer.
Yes, you can.
So just like amazing classes. They always sold out. She made these amazing kits. She hasn't done it for a while because she has Kaya, and Kaya takes up a lot of her time. So that's her dog, has gotten a little bit older, and she's finding that she has time to do more sewing. But this is something that she whipped up and is going to be doing this. And it's going to be a little class, but I don't know if you can see those. Those are those little...
Open it up, put your hand inside so they can see it's clear.
Yeah, they're little shakers, and she's gonna be kitting it. So if you've ever wanted to do a zipper bag, and you could do this with anything. Oh my God, like that little, look at that little conversation heart and like the little envelope. So this is going to be something that she's going to be doing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. She's our resident bag lady.
So is Hello Sunshine on the website?
It is not going to be on the website. All those kits are spoken for. If you want to get on the wait list, email me. Send me an email, and I'll put you on the wait list. And if we have enough, maybe we'll cut some more. We're not going to cut another 60. Maybe we'll cut another 20. Kit's going to be probably, I'm going to say it's probably going to be about $120, and then there's embellishments, and that's going to be more too.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea, it's not going to be cheap. It's probably going to be hundreds of man hours, and so we're going to try to keep it as reasonable as possible, but it's going to be cute.
But we can't lose money.
But we can't lose money. We can lose a little.
All right. Mickey adds on their bags and clear vinyl and adding shaker bits.
Yes, so this
Okay.
is going to have shaker bits.
We need to get going.
Yeah, we're outta here.
So we keep in mind, Jeannie and I will be out of the store for from probably 10:30 till 11:30 or something like that. And
I got to go light it.
Carissa, have you ever tried to do our classes on those machines? Because long story short, you could reach out and like I said, you could do the classes that come with those big machines. So, all right, have a great day. Make something awesome. We'll